finding that the cloth does indeed date back to the time of Christ, and with artificial intelligence having something to say about the shroud as well.
For centuries, the Shroud of Turin has been one of history's most perplexing enigmas. A simple piece of linen that has captured the devotion of millions, puzzled scientists, and ignited endless debate. It's not adorned with gold or jewels, yet it has held the world's attention for over 600 years. And now, in a twist no one saw coming, artificial intelligence has just uncovered something that may change the conversation forever. This isn't another theory about medieval forgeries or religious hoaxes. What AI has revealed could rewrite what we think we know about history, faith, and even reality itself. The image it produced has reignited fierce debates, challenging both science and belief at their core. So, what did AI actually find? The shroud itself is a 14-foot strip of linen marked with the faint image of a man, naked, wounded, and seemingly crucified. Some believe it to be the burial cloth of Jesus Christ. Its first recorded appearance was in the 14th century in a quiet French town. No grand ceremony, no ancient scrolls, just a local knight claiming it was the real shroud of Christ. The church stayed cautious, never officially declaring it authentic. The mystery might have faded into obscurity until 1898, when amateur photographer Secondo Pia took the first ever photograph of the shroud. When he developed the negative, the faint marks transformed into a hauntingly clear image of a man's face and body. It was unlike anything anyone had seen before. There were no brush strokes, no paint, no ink, only a strange discoloration on the very top fibers of the cloth. Over the years, theories exploded. Some scientists suggested the image might have been formed by a burst of radiation strong enough to record even the depth of facial bones. Others argued it was a medieval trick, but no one could recreate it, not in the Middle Ages and not now. Even more baffling, the image has unique three-dimensional qualities, its shading matching the distance between the cloth and the body it supposedly covered. In 1988, carbon dating seemed to end the mystery. 3 respected labs concluded the linen dated between 1260 and 1390 AD, a medieval fake. But controversy erupted almost immediately. The sample came from a corner that may have been repaired centuries later. If that's true, the test dated the patch, not the original cloth. And the church had only allowed that one sample, leaving the results permanently in question. Other studies added to the intrigue. Italian scientists using advanced X-ray techniques estimated the fibers could be around 2,000 years old. Pollen grains from plants native to Jerusalem were found on the cloth. Its herringbone weave was rare in medieval Europe, but common in ancient Middle Eastern burial shrouds. None of it proved authenticity, but none of it fit neatly into the forgery theory either. The shroud broke scientific rules. No paint, no pigments, no dye. An image so shallow it only affects the outermost fibers. A negative photograph centuries before photography. And now AI was stepping in. Unlike humans, AI doesn't care about belief or reputation. It only sees data. Brazilian digital designer Cicero Moraes ran 3D simulations, testing how a cloth like the shroud would drape over different surfaces. When placed over a real body, the image warped. But over a flat relief sculpture, the match was nearly perfect. It raised an unsettling question. Was the shroud never wrapped around a body at all? Then came AI-powered image analysis. Thomas McAvoy's team fed high-resolution photos into an AI trained to detect patterns invisible to the human eye. Using mathematical models, the system revealed that the image's intensity, not color or shading, held almost all the meaningful information. The image behaved like it had been encoded, not painted. Even stranger, the discoloration only penetrated a few microns into the fibers, so precise that even modern lasers would struggle to replicate it without burning through the cloth. The AI also detected faint, deliberate symmetry across the chest, subtle patterns near the jawline, and bloodstains resting on top of the image, defying normal transfer mechanics. No brush marks, no smudges, just a mathematically precise image. Then buried deep in the data came the shock, a repeating geometric structure hidden beneath the image. It appeared under ultraviolet light, thermal imaging, and high-contrast filters, always in the same places, most prominently around the face and chest. This wasn't random. It followed exact mathematical ratios, like an invisible framework shaping the image. It wasn't interference. Control tests confirmed it. The geometry was part of the shroud itself. What could this mean? Some whispered about lost technology, perhaps an ancient form of image projection. Others spoke of radiation, plasma bursts, or something far beyond our current science. One physicist privately admitted, "It behaves more like a phenomenon than an artifact." And that's the unsettling part. It doesn't fit into any known natural category. It's not paint. It's not a photograph. It's not a contact imprint. It's something else. For believers, the AI's findings feel like confirmation of faith. For skeptics, it's a challenge to explain. For scientists, it's a disruption, something that defies replication, leaving only more questions. Was this the result of a one-time, unreproducible event in history? A natural phenomenon we don't yet understand? Or something even stranger? AI doesn't speculate. It doesn't believe. It just reveals patterns. And the pattern it found on the shroud feels engineered. The Vatican remains silent. Raw data is being held back for verification. Meanwhile, whispers spread among physicists, cryptographers, and theologians. Some see a message in the pattern. Others see a residue, evidence of an energy event unlike anything else on record. The Shroud of Turin may still hold its secrets, but AI has changed the game. It hasn't solved the mystery, only made it deeper. And in doing so, it's given us a far more dangerous question. If the image on the shroud wasn't made by human hands, what was?